What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button because that's the most important thing you can do for me on this channel. What it does is that helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get the notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm as well. Secondly, if you're new to the channel or maybe you've been ghost watching this channel for quite some time now, please do me a favor and yourself a favor by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please make sure you share this video out on your social media platforms to your family and friends to inform them on this news and information. And yes, that does help to give me a slight boost in the YouTube algorithm as well. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. Boy, oh boy, Lord have mercy. Tim Walz lost the debate against JD Vance badly last night. He lost bad, and MSNBC, which name should be changed to MSDNC, they are struggling to cope with this loss. They are struggling badly to cope with this loss. But if you didn't see the debate last night, I just want to play a quick, ridiculous clip from Tim Walz. And this really captures his entire performance. During the portion of the debate, when they're speaking on the Second Amendment, and they're speaking on gun rights and gun control and everything of that nature, Tim Walz literally, in all of his nervousness and bumbliness, stated that he befriended a school shooter. Just listen to this here.
So I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was an NRA guy for a long time. They used to.
He became friends with school shooters?
So I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was an NRA guy for a long time. They used to.
Haters will say that this is artificial intelligence, but no, this actually happened. That's what he actually said. Now, one of my downfalls is that I'm just actually too nice of a guy, even in the face of hostility and those that I don't like. And I say that to say this. I think we all know and understand and can agree and would put our money on the fact that more than likely Tim Walz misspoke, as he often does and admits to, because the guy really just lies all the time, right? I'm pretty sure he didn't make friends with a school shooter. But once again, this highlights his entire debate performance of misspeaking and just talking complete gibberish. He literally started off the debate that way with all the nervousness in the world, saying absolutely nothing and fumbling over his words. The performance was very bad. It was awful. But who's struggling the most after this debate is not Kamala Harris and it's not Tim Walz. It is MSDNC. I want to pull up this clip here and a couple clips so we can see how MSDNC is coping with this loss. Listen to Joy Reid speak violence on Donald Trump's name after the debate, because she's so upset that Tim Walz lost.
I think that the people who want the fist fight are the base of the Democratic Party. Democrats want to see someone get up there and give a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump. That's what they want. But that is not.
You want to see the base of the Democrat Party wants to see someone get up there and give a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump. In the face of two assassination attempts, failed assassination attempts, you would think there would be some sort of effort to scale the rhetoric back, man. Scale it back a little bit. But she is so upset. She is so upset and struggling so badly to take this loss by Tim Walz that she's up here speaking about giving a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump. That is what the base of the Democrat Party wants to do. The hostility that comes from MSDNC is unbelievable. And now what I want to do is pivot over to Symone Sanders, because you're going to see this kind of hostile rhetoric continue. And I know some people will watch this and say, oh, well, she was speaking, metaphorically, and that doesn't matter. It's irrelevant that she was speaking metaphorically, because once again, given the current political climate where we've already witnessed 2 failed assassination attempts on the very person that she's talking about, I would think that at some point common sense would set in and you wouldn't speak violence upon that individual's name, whether it's literal or metaphoric. But once again, when you're speaking about MSDNC, they can care less about that because they're all about winning no matter what, whether Trump gets put in jail, whether he gets removed off the ballot, or whether, God forbid. Let's transition over to Symone Sanders because she's struggling as well.
There were so many niceties on that debate stage tonight. I am just kind of like, well, if you agree so much with JD Vance, why should they vote for you?
What's wrong with niceties? What's wrong with having a civil debate and a civil discussion? For as much as Tim Walz kind of fumbled and bumbled over himself the way that he did, I did appreciate the fact that the debate was very civil. They exchanged pleasantries multiple times over. But look at, let's zoom in a little bit. Look at the look on Symone Sanders' face. Just like Joy Reid, she is so upset. She is so pissed off. She is so angry. Why so much hostility? Why are you so mad? What is wrong with civility and niceties? Clearly, they have an issue with this on MSDNC. They don't like civility and niceties. They don't like a good civil debate. What they want to see is somebody get up there and give Donald Trump a knuckle sandwich. But let's let Symone Sanders carry on.
I fully believe that Governor Walz went out there tonight and did what was practiced in debate prep. Did what the strategy was that the team put together. That was not the Governor Walz that I had seen out on the campaign trail. That's not the Governor Walz that I had seen during the Veep stakes, right? That was not the JD Vance that I know to be true. I mean, goodness, JD Vance was on that stage. He was sorry about Amber Thurman. He was sorry about he was sorry about a lot of stuff. We get things wrong, but do you agree with the policy? And then I just, that's not the Margaret and Nora that I know. Margaret don't do that on Sunday morning. So I just think that I know that there's so many people out there that want normal. They want normalcy. They just want, just be able to just disagree with, you said a lot of things I agree with.
What is she even talking about? She is so visibly upset that the debate was civil. She's upset that it was civil. So this now once again plays back into what Joy Reid was saying as it pertains to evoking violence on Donald Trump's name. Why is she so upset with a civil conversation?
Margaret and Nora that I know. Margaret don't do that on Sunday morning. So I just think that I know that there's so many people out there that want normal. They want normalcy. They just want, just be able to just disagree with, you said a lot of things I agree with. This is not a normal election. JD Vance is actually not Paul Ryan. And Donald Trump sure as heck is not Mitt Romney. Okay. And what happened on that debate stage tonight was not enough contrast, was not clear enough for people sitting at home or frankly, who will probably consume this through the clips in their local news or here on MSNBC or on social media to distinguish and make a difference.
There was plenty of contrast if you actually watched the debate and were paying attention to what was being said versus looking for sound bites and clips, which is what they wanted. Let me tell you what Symone Sanders is really upset about, as well as Joy Reid and the rest of the MSDNC cast. They are upset that they don't have a scathing clip to run with, like they did with Donald Trump and the whole they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Because as I stated so many times over, the only thing the DNC has is fear mongering. That's all they have. They have nothing else to run on. And because Tim Walz didn't fall for any of the debate, any of the tricks, any of the tactics that would trip him up into saying something foolish, because he kept it cool, calm, and collected the whole time with the niceties. And Tim Walz, to his credit, responded in kind with the niceties that actually fumbled and messed up what it is the DNC wanted from JD Vance. And what they wanted was hostility. They wanted aggression. They wanted a clip that they can run with and spin that on Hyperloop to fear-monger voters to the polls for Kamala Harris, and they did not get what they want. And because they did not get what they want, you are seeing the true side of the DNC, especially MSDNC. They want knuckle sandwiches. They want aggressiveness. They want hostility, so that we can run with it and spin it on you as if we aren't the aggressive ones, we aren't the hostile ones. And when I say we, I'm talking about MSNBC, even though I'm pointing at myself. But I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave it there. There is so much more coping that happened on MSDNC, and I'll most likely cover that in another video. But I'll leave this one here. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a great day. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram and Rumble at TD Media Group. That is extremely important that you follow me on Telegram and Rumble at TD Media Group. Both links will be in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time. And until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.